Hey, what's up, my friends? Jason Woodland here with Always the Journey TV. Happy Friday. I say it's casual Friday, so I've got my tie down a little bit. I've only been wearing ties maybe once a week at this point, being in this sort of quasi quarantine type status. But anyway, we are on episode number 12. I've been using my hands doing that, so it's been fun. I'll continue it on. So I've got my handy dandy Bolt House blended coffee protein drink this morning. I enjoy those here and there. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. We've got a nice crisp blue sky, and I'm ultra excited about what we've got going on here. I wanted to give a special shout out to our friends down at Este Pizza in the downtown area. If you're in need of pizza, because I'm in need of pizza like at least 4 times a week. So I would 100% recommend going and checking them out. Este Pizza, they're located at 156 East and 200 South in the downtown area. And they've also got really amazing garlic knots. So go and say what's up to them, get some pizza and have a good time. So anyway, let's jump into this. I've got a really good friend here that we're going to be talking about her business. So we've got Jodie Turner that's going to be coming on in just a few moments, but I'd like to share a couple of things about, well, one of the businesses that she's involved with. I think this one is maybe the one that might take the bulk of the week, but you never know. She's got a lot of stuff going on, and it's really exciting here. So I'm excited to share this. So first of all, we're going to be talking about one of her businesses, Eagle Electric. Eagle was founded in January 1987 by Kurt Brooks, and he built and moved to the current building in 1996. In December 2010, Kurt stepped down, and the company was taken over by key employees who now own and manage it today. They specialize in commercial electrical for new, remodel, and repairs, and have worked on a variety of different projects over the years. They're very into the community service, and that's one of the things that I really love about these guys is they're like ultra involved. They've supplied memory books for the NICU. This is a cool tidbit. They funded the Eagle on the carousel at Hogle Zoo. So if you're ever at Hogle Zoo and you see the carousel and there's an eagle there, you can shout out Jodie when you're riding the eagle. So good stuff there. Plus, they've actually had members and supported Rotary clubs for over 20 years. So Jodie specifically, she has lived in the Salt Lake Valley her entire life. She got married in August 2019 to Steve Batten, who is currently an ACO and firearms instructor. In previous lives, he was Air Force and law enforcement. She has one son from a first marriage, Peyton, who is 14 and is a superhero dyslexic. That's really cool. Amazing drummer and Kung Fu green belt. Are you kidding? Like I love Kung Fu. I need to get into Kung Fu. I'm planning on it. I've been studying Kung Fu in terms of the writings and its philosophy for many, many years, but I think that's awesome. They live in Taylorsville with their 2 dogs. This is cool. I'm a huge dog lover, so this is great. They've got Izzy, a 9-year-old mini American Eskimo, and Lucifer, a 1.5-year-old Rottweiler Border Collie mix. And when she's not at Eagle, she helps Steve with his business. And then she's also a freelance bookkeeper and a stylist with Color Street. Now, she says in her spare time, she reads quite a bit. First of all, I'm trying to figure out where this free time is coming in, especially when I let you know some of the other things she's involved with. This is really fun. Her and I are kindred spirits because we're both really involved in all kinds of just fun things. So some of the things that she is doing currently. So she's the president of the Rotary Club of Mid-Valley. She's the president of Midvale Rotary Foundation. She's the current treasurer for Decoding Dyslexia Utah. She's a board and committee member for Children and the Earth, PTA at her son's junior high, Construction Financial Managers Association, National Association of Women in Construction, current member and a past president, Independent Electrical Contractors of Utah. She was the past board member and current contractor member, She is part of the women's networking group, Utah Women's Networking Group, where she was also a past ambassador. And she's also a community director for Connect Utah. So, needless to say, I think she is only working part-time, and I think she really needs to step up her game because she just doesn't really have that much stuff going on. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce my good friend, Jodie Turner. What's happening?
Oh, just having a good Friday.
That's right. It's a phenomenal Friday. What's been happening this morning so far for you?
Honestly, not much. Right now, we're not working on Fridays. So, well, the guys aren't working. I'm working still today, but
Nice. That's cool. So you've got so much stuff on your plate. I mean, if you were to give me, let's say, just one tidbit for how you manage your time throughout the week with all of your projects, what would you say the most important thing is?
my to-do lists.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, my to-do list. It's all about prioritizing and just blocking out time and knowing what you've got coming up. And it takes a lot of planning, actually.
Yeah. Do you do like digital to-do lists like on your phone, or do you actually write things down?
I'm old school. I still have a planner and I write everything down every day. I go through it every morning. And then just before I leave my office or just before I quit working for the night, I go through it again for the next day. And so I'm old school that way still. I just never gotten into the digital to-do list yet.
No, I definitely respect that because I also have analog to-do lists. I've got it, I mean, if I'm not physically writing it, sometimes it disappears. Like I definitely use Google calendars, and that definitely helps me for the most part stay on point. Your mind can play tricks on you, and you're like, oh my gosh, was this thing at this time or something? But I'm with you. Analog to-do lists are great, and plus, I think the physical feeling of actually crossing something out, there's something really accomplishing about that.
It's very satisfying to cross stuff off that list.
That's awesome. So, Jodie, I want to talk to you, more specifically about Eagle Electric today. I know you're involved in all kinds of great stuff, and you've got some really cool businesses. But Eagle Electric, tell me what inspired you to get involved with Eagle Electric all to begin with?
Actually, it was started by my dad. So Kurt Brooks, our founder, is my dad.
Nice.
So I grew up in it. I've been in it my whole life. I honestly can't imagine doing anything else. I love construction. It's a different challenge every day, all the time. So
yeah, it is. So, I did construction a little bit when I was in high school with my uncle. And honestly, the thing that's really interesting is I actually felt really accomplished doing that work because you're literally building something. You're putting something together. Like when you're done, you can stand back and physically see something that you've put together and accomplished. Do you feel that same thing?
oh yeah, my kid goes nuts because I will go like, hey, I put electrical in that building. Or as we're driving around town, I'm putting things out. And he was like, oh my gosh, Mom.
I love that. So let's so I love where you're going with that. Tell me a little bit about this eagle over at Hogle Zoo. I think that's a fun tidbit about your business.
Oh yeah.
So from what you were telling me on an earlier phone call, well, you tell me how that came together and what does it look like? And
Gosh, I'm trying to think of how many years ago they put that carousel in now, probably close to 10, I want to say. But when they decided to do it and they redid that plaza area and they were doing a carousel, I honestly don't remember how we heard about it, but they were looking for sponsors, corporate sponsors to sponsor like the animals on it and stuff. And we heard about it and, we talked to them and they were like, yeah, we're going to do this eagle. And we're like, well, hey, that's us, right?
that's us. Yeah.
That's us. Let us have it. And so we're like, okay, sure. So we, send them a check. And apparently it was the first eagle on a carousel that this company who made the carousel had ever done.
Wow.
So it was a really cool thing. I don't know if they've done eagle since then, but yeah, it was a really cool thing because that's what we were told is it was the first one. And so it's really cool to go and see it. Like my kid we used to go all the time, and my nieces and nephews and my son-in-law will be like, I want to ride our eagle. And
yeah. What kind of material is it made out of? Do you know?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Because I mean, I haven't been on a carousel since I was a tyke, but it's sort of like a hard plastic or plaster or something,
Yeah,
right?
it's like a plaster or
Fiberglass,
plastic or
maybe.
something, or just like the outside of it is. I don't know if like the inside they've got some other kind of core material. They'd have to do something to hold up against winters around here, but
Yeah, yeah. Good point. So okay, so you grew up in the business. Your dad was the founder.
Mhm.
Do you still get to work with your dad, or is he like what's going on with that?
He's one of those guys that has had a million companies going at one time his entire life. And he actually would like to say he retired, but I don't think he ever will. So now he
Yeah.
owns a payroll company.
Oh, cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
because yeah, in your bio, it was saying how the employees have taken over the business.
Mhm.
So he's not really involved on the day to days of the business at all. Then.
Nope, he's out. So it's me and three other guys that took it over.
Awesome.
That's what we do.
And you guys have got a pretty decent crew over there, from what I understand. How many electricians do you have on staff?
We've got 25 electricians.
Oh wow, yeah, you've definitely got a good organization over there. Jody, tell me a little bit more specifically about the business. Like, what kind of stuff do you guys really like to focus on?
We do mostly commercial stuff. We do a lot of tenant finishes for retail. We do a lot of medical work. So we do a lot of work in hospitals and clinics, and we've done electrical in several of the IHC clinics in Salt Lake Valley.
Hmm.
Um, so we do a lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of office buildings. We do all kinds of stuff. We did an Italian restaurant over in Sandy, a small little locally owned Fratelli's. Go visit it. Excellent
Fatalities,
food.
pizza
Yeah,
my
they just
man.
their new location over there.
Yes.
Yeah, we were involved in the design and everything on that one, so that was fun. And then oddly, we do a lot of small stuff too. So we do a lot of maintenance stuff for Build-A-Bear because they always have their stuffing machine that decides to die. So a lot
Yeah.
of chain stores like that, we do a lot of repairs and maintenance for in there. And oddly, red boxes. I know they're kind of becoming a thing of the past, but when they were starting out and being real big, we just follow their truck around and hook up red boxes all day.
Wow, that sounds
And
fun.
now they're doing Amazon lockers. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah.
those
Yep.
recently. Yeah, we're doing all of those. So it's a really wide variety of stuff that we do. So, lighting retrofits for warehouses because, new lighting standards and efficiencies, and we do design build for places and
That is way cool.
all kinds of stuff. If it has power, we can do it.
Yes, exactly. And I
Yep.
love that you did Fratelli's. My friend Pete is one of the owners over there, and
Mhm.
yeah, so shout out to them, like Jody just said. And also, if you're into dessert, they have a pistachio cake, and it's literally just called the cake, and it is the cake. Go and get it. Like
Oh,
it's absolutely amazing.
they have amazing food.
And it's at like 1300 East and 86 South. Am I correct?
Yeah. Right in there.
Yeah. So support Utah Biz.
Yeah.
So okay, awesome. So wow, okay, you guys have got. I mean, you have done all kinds of cool stuff.
hmm
All right, nice. Do you guys do residential at all?
We do some residential, mostly some smaller remodels, residential repairs. We do a lot of service changes for a solar company out of Layton. So residential is not our primary market, but we can do it and we have done it. So we specialize in commercial, and that's what we like to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to do what you like to do. You don't want to get involved doing things you're not happy with. So
Yeah, we don't do any new residential. We used to do a whole bunch of apartments, but we've kind of gotten away from that a little bit.
okay.
It's just a difference in licensing. Residential electricians are licensed differently than commercial electricians, so it's harder for us to compete in like new residential. So
Okay, I understand.
we don't do any new residential at all. So it's usually just remodels for contractors. We have a few smaller contractors that we do residential remodels with and stuff like that, or people whose stuff doesn't work, they'll call us, and if we've got an opportunity or an opening, we'll go fix lighting in their house or their switches or add a light here, whatever, small stuff.
So tell me, what is something that would be considered too small, and is there something that is too big that you would handle?
There actually isn't anything that is too small, to be honest. We do the small stuff all the time. We do a lot of, outlets for copiers or people putting in new workstations and stuff like that, or, fixing a light in an office building, or, we do a lot of that stuff. So there's really nothing too small. There definitely is things that are too big.
Okay.
New hospitals like the airport, that's a little too big for us. You need a lot more guys.
Yeah, at least one or two more guys, right?
At least 1 or 200.
Oh, that's okay. Cool. So, and you guys just barely helped out a mutual friend, Emily, over at Sugar House Coffee.
Yeah, she called me yesterday afternoon and was like, "Our fridge quit working. They said it's the plug. Help." And I had a guy who just happened to finish up the job he was on and was getting ready to head home. And I was like, "Can you just run over there?"
Oh, you're awesome.
So hopefully that works for her today.
Nice. Yeah, hopefully so. That's great. Good work. So tell me, what geographic locations do you primarily focus in, and then what does the overall footprint look like?
A lot of our work is, from Provo to Ogden, pretty much. Tooele to Park City. That's our main group, but we'll go as low. We've gone to Brigham City and to Logan before, for commercial jobs. I think we've gone as far south as Spanish Fork. Well, that's not true. We've gone to Nephi and Manti and Cedar City before, but those aren't very common.
Okay. So mainly Provo to Ogden, Tooele to Park City, and then of course that entire like Wasatch Front in between those areas is like this sort of sweet spot of the area. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But of course, depending on the job, if there's something beyond that scope, definitely still give you guys a call to see if that's something that would work though, right?
Oh yeah, we've done quite a bit. Spanish Fork has grown a ton in the last few years, and we've had quite a few jobs down there. So.
Oh wow, okay, great. And so if someone was setting up, so restaurants, retail stores, maybe smaller, not hospitals, but maybe smaller medical facilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so virtually everything in that sort of like mid-range. So if you're opening a hospital anytime soon, maybe don't call Jodie. If you're opening an airport anytime soon, don't call Jodie. But everything else, call Jodie, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're remodeling part of that hospital for, say, like an OR or something, totally can do that.
Okay, perfect.
Just not the new building.
Okay, not the new. Okay, awesome. So Jodie, tell me a little bit more about. And we've sort of touched on that a little bit, but the perfect client. So, and the reason why I think this is so important to for the viewers to understand is so they know how to refer you, because sometimes we don't know how to refer our friends because we don't really understand the scope of what it is they're looking for, and so then all of a sudden they're calling you to fix an outlet in a bedroom when that might not be your scope, and you might not have the man/woman power to make that happen, right? So, who makes the perfect referral for you?
General contractors. The mid-sized general contractors, not your ones that are as big. I mean, we don't do a whole lot with Layton because they do a bit of the bigger stuff, or Big D. I mean, once in a while they do smaller jobs and we work with them, but it's like your mid-sized contractors that are doing your restaurants and stuff like that. You'll see signs from all over the place. That's pretty much our ideal client. And then business owners, because unless you want to hire your own maintenance staff, we would love to take care of that for you. So we do a lot of maintenance work for a lot of different businesses in the valley here in Salt Lake Valley. Just when they need something, or something needs to get fixed. We actually do a lot with some of the IHC facilities. We do a lot with their stuff for maintenance and stuff. I mean, they have some maintenance guys, but then their maintenance guys aren't licensed electricians and can only do so much. So they call us. We're kind of like their electrical maintenance department. And so we do a lot of stuff in the IHC clinics for them, and places like that, stuff like that. That
actually helps. Yeah, that helps a ton. Here's sort of a unique perspective. Of course, here in Utah as well. Can you guys handle like running electric for swimming pool lights and hot tub lights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did a hot tub power last week for somebody. So
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you need to run power actually for not only the lights of a hot tub, obviously. What I was thinking about in terms of lights is, let's say someone were to have like a built-in like cement hot tub in their backyard and they wanted to have lights there. You can run those.
Yeah, we've done those.
And then of course, yeah, that's right. Because did I refer that one or at least tag you in the post for a hot tub recently?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I think I did. Okay, so you can run the power for hot tubs then.
Yep.
Okay.
Hot tubs, air conditioners. Yeah. Things you should run power for.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, that's really good to know right now because as you probably know, hot tub sales have gone insane over the last 6-7 months.
Yeah.
So
good stress relief. Everybody's home. Why not get a hot tub, right?
Exactly. I mean, I'm a huge fan of hot tubs. Like I literally, I could probably live in a hot tub. I love them. But, we were talking to some people in hot tub sales from a few different organizations, and they were all slammed. And they were, some of them were, of course, weeks out, but some of them were months out.
Yeah.
So, okay. So anybody watching this that is getting a new hot tub and you need to get wired in for that. If you're having a swimming pool built and you need some electrical run for lighting and all that kind of stuff, all right, good stuff there.
Swimming pool covers, yeah.
Oh yes, of course, swimming pool covers. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have a swimming pool, you might as well have an electronic cover. You don't want to have to be pulling a tarp over it.
That's right.
Okay, that's awesome. So, Jodie, tell me, what is the best way for someone to get a hold of Eagle Electric?
Best way usually is just to call our office. We're there from 7 to 5, Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
And you just reach out to us at 801-255-8089. Right there. Right there.
All right. So 801-255-8089.
Yep.
Is there a website? Are you on Facebook? Like, tell me all the different ways someone can find you.
All the different ways. We are on Facebook, so you can look us up there and send us messages there. We do actually respond. We don't post on our Facebook page a whole lot. We're bad at that, but we do respond. So there you go.
Good.
And we do have a website. It is eagle-electric-inc.com.
Okay.
And we're on there as well. And you can email us through that too, or our phone number's on there. Our emails are on there. We're pretty accessible.
Okay. That's awesome because, sometimes people have a tough time getting people out and to do bids and return calls and that kind of stuff. And so you guys are right on top of it.
We try to be. As much as we possibly can, we try to be.
Well, I mean, nobody's perfect. I definitely respect that. So, but that's good though. So you've got Facebook. Are you on Instagram by chance?
We are not. Okay. I am one of those people who, for the life of me, just cannot figure out Instagram and Twitter. I'm not very technology sound, and of everybody in my office, I'm the most technologically advanced. So, not saying a whole lot, but we do great electrical.
Nice. I think Instagram might be a fun platform for you guys because there's a lot of visual when it comes to doing electric. So I don't know. Maybe that's something you could take a look at if you so desired in the future.
It's coming. Jodie just has to figure it out in her spare time. She's just not very good at that.
Well, spare time, I don't know if that really exists for you. So
once in a while.
Once in a while, yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah, Sunday between 1 and 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's funny. When I owned the tea company a while back with a partner, we were doing 80 to 100-hour work weeks, and people said, "Well, when do you sleep?" I'm like, "Sunday."
For?
Yeah. It's there's a funny saying out there that business owners only work half-time. That's 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's about half, yeah.
Yeah, that's about half time. Awesome. So Jodie, in wrapping up, tell me, what is one of your favorite quotes or songs or both?
Ooh, my one of my favorite quotes, and I have to paraphrase it because I never get it exactly right, is by Albert Einstein. And it is strive not to be successful, but rather to be of value.
I love that.
Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is awesome. I agree. That's one of my faves as well. What about any songs out there?
Oh, I have so many favorite songs. It's not even funny.
So let's say you're cruising down the street on I was going to say cruising down the street in my 6'4", like Eazy-E said, but that's a different song. Let's say it's Friday afternoon. It's sunny. You've got the windows down, and you're just feeling ultra inspired. What is the song you envision playing?
Oh man, I don't know. Quite honestly, if I'm cruising down the road listening to some good music, it's probably something by Blacktop Mojo or Royal Bliss.
Cool. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with their music, but sounds fun. What kind of music?
Yeah, Royal Bliss is actually a local band.
Oh yeah, yeah. So they've got the club down there on. Okay, right off Van Winkle, right?
Yep.
Okay, yep. I'm familiar with those guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, cool. Well, Jody, it's been a sincere pleasure having you on Always the Journey TV.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been awesome.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure. So if you don't mind hanging tight just a few seconds, I'll wrap up the show and we'll talk for a few moments.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Jody. Appreciate you. So there you have it, my friends. My friend Jodie Turner with Eagle Electric. If you have any commercial electric needs, definitely feel free to reach out to them. They've got a great organization. And as you see, they've got heritage here in Salt Lake City. They've been around a long time and they know exactly what they're doing. They've got a big crew. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Like I mentioned, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and tune into all these fun interviews we've got with people around the community. And throw us a thumbs up. Anyway, thank you very much for joining Always the Journey TV. And you have a magnificent Friday. Take care.